This is cool. Hey, live people. I'm talking to Caleb. Y'all can't see them because they're making me look at the ceiling. But Caleb, bring your butt to YouTube and get in the chat and cause ruckus. All right. Love you. Bye. I got the best teammates. Y'all don't know. I have the awesomest teammates. Like, we have fun even when we're not working. um, Today, you know what it is? It's Q&A day. So if you got Qs, drop them in. I will aid them. People in the membership, if you go to the member channel, the Zoom link is still the Zoom link. If you want to pop in, and you know what we're talking about today while we're waiting for your questions is we're going to do the unnamed challenge. Marion had a funny name that maybe she did it for hers, but you know, she dropped a name that we could possibly use. But I told Lou, like, we don't even got to spend time coming up with some fancy name. All we got to do is just do work and have fun and go in there. That's a good question. Okay, so everybody, we're gonna send Kleb to Hawaii. So go sign up for their newsletter and be a subscriber on their channel or their soon-to-be channel, and then we can make sure they make enough money to come out here and visit, so that we can go eat sushi. Yay! What is up, Stuart? Good to see you, brother. He said, "I'm home from work for once." Nice. What is up, Los? Good to see you. All right. It says Taisha is here. It was funny because when I was talking to Caleb, their cat was just making the craziest noises. Like, listen, listen, I want you to pay attention to me and stop talking to that dude on the phone, which I just thought was hilarious. Hello, Ty. Good to see you. Flo, thank you. Yesterday was amazing. It was a really good interview. It's always cool to see people in the community who like started something and started working on it and are constantly improving it, and even having the gumption to do a series like you did and meeting up with people like myself and Tanya and you know other creators was a very brilliant way to kind of crack the egg, if you will. Right? I said that in today's video. Like, if you're going to do something, you're going to have to crack some eggs. Not, you know, if you, maybe Taisha doesn't eat eggs because she's vegan, but you know, it's the metaphor of you got to break something, and I think that I've said this so many times on the channel. There's so many people looking for, well, how do you get comfortable? Whatever. You don't. The comfort is not important. You know, we're not driving a car cross country. Yeah, comfort is not important. What we're looking for is growth, and I can't think of one. Somebody, I'm waiting for somebody to tell me that I'm wrong, but I can't think of one thing that grows without a little pain or destruction or something first. Taisha is making weird faces while she's trying to connect her stuff over here. Y'all can't see. Right? You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So yesterday was very good. That was awesome. Make sure you go and check out her channel and check out Roy leaving crazy comments. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate you coming through. And Tora, everybody was there. That was great. Stuart says, I am off to Germany for a big trade show. I want to do a live from the event. I have my Osmo Pocket 3, but my portable Mac is only an Air 2. Yeah, I wouldn't, well, it depends. You can do it with the Air, but it's got to be super, super limited to, say, yourself and maybe one guest. Um, the Pocket 3 does amazing lives. I have an example on my channel that I did a while back. The crazy part is, this might be easy for you. Okay, so you can go live from the Osmo Pocket 3, but it's really hard to start the live on the iPhone. Okay, so what you do is you connect your Osmo Pocket 3 to your phone, and then you're going to set up the live in the Mimo app, and then you're going to say go live. All that does is starts the stream to YouTube. You have to turn the stream on the YouTube Studio page. The YouTube Studio mobile app doesn't have a way to turn the stream on. So you have to go to Chrome And yeah, Safari kind of sort of works, but Chrome is better. You got to go to Chrome on your phone and then zoom in while it's going to be moving because of JavaScript. You're going to have to try to zoom in and find the start link, and then sometimes it doesn't immediately start. Like it's a fight. So what's cool, because you're going to have your notebook with you, what you can do is start the live there on your notebook. So after you set everything up in the Osmo Pocket and you tell it to go about its business, then you can click the button to go live from there. And so that does work a little bit easier. You know what? This might be crazy. This might be the craziest thing I ever did, but we're gonna try this. This is funny, Roy. Well, come here, mouse. Usually, no one gets hurt making talking head videos, so why be scared? Exactly. Uh, Y'all don't laugh at me, but this is what I do with my Osmo Pocket. I put that little thing that I gave y'all at Camp One. I put it on the top, and then I level it. And then I look to the side. Yep. Okay, now it's level. So stupid. Yeah, Paul, we in here. We me and Paul C. Paul the C is in here from Africa. You are late. So, yeah, Taisha is making weird faces trying to figure out her audio. Like she's like this. Taisha, these are called glasses. They work real good. You just put them on your face. She said no. We all get to a certain age where you're gonna need some glasses. Oh, she found them. There you go. There you go. Now it's easier to see what you're doing when you put them on your face. Anyway, let me try what I was going to try. I'm going to get my cable. Actually, if I plug that in, that might be weird. I need two Osmo Pockets. Oh, I know what I do. I know what I could do. I could do the overhead. Rob said I can make faces with no reason. All right, so we're going to put this here, and we're going to try this. This is my old phone or new phone? Okay, let's go Mimo. 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 What's up, Cholanda? All right, we're going to do this. Turn on the Pocket Osmo 3. Stop recording. I have my Osmo set to auto record, and I love that for when I'm out and about. But when I'm home, it drives me crazy. So I wish there was two separate ways to do this. If you have the screen closed and you tap the record button, it will turn on without recording. But if you have the screen open and off, because I was in here doing stuff, and then you come back and do it again, it goes right back to recording. The cool thing is now on the Osmo Pocket, you can hold down the record button and cancel that recording. But yeah, I wish there was a different way to turn it on without turning off the auto record, because it comes in handy when you're out and about. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to click on the camera. We're going to flip Zoom. We're going to press live. Bonchika, live stream. And then I've tried it both ways, Stuart. I've tried it the YouTube way and I tried it the RTMP way. If I remember correctly, the RTMP way is easier, but let's just try the YouTube way. And we're going to go to Start Live Settings and let it do its thing. It has my, see, this is where it gets problematic. In here, I have my house network. But what I wanted to do is pull a phone network because, that might not work while we're in here. You know what I mean? Normally you want to pull the phone network because that makes it easier. But maybe inside here, I don't really have phone signal, so I might not be able to pull the phone network. Do I have the hotspot on? Hotspot is cellular, personal hotspot on. This is going to be a hard test. Anyway, I'll still show you how to do it. So we're going to go here. We're going to say yeah. And then we're going to confirm. And then we're going to go testing. STING. OP3. Another thing that's really helpful is you can do it with a mobile hotspot. Yes, Kevin, I know, but I'm saying it's better to stream it from the Osmo Pocket 3 and then just connect to it, go to the stream from Ecamm, because streaming mobile on the Ecamm on an MacBook Air is just asking for trouble. So I would go straight from the Osmo Pocket 3, and you're gonna have to answer questions or pull up comments with either your phone or your computer. So yeah, I did get that. I think Yolanda, were you able? See, it says live stream in progress. Were you ever able to get yours to connect when you were trying to live stream from your thing? Because the reason why I was doing that test was talking to you, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna go to YouTube Studio real quick. We're gonna go to content. And that's weird. Why are you looking at Zoom? No, you're looking at Chrome. Oh, you have two Chromes open. Don't do that. No, you missed. There you go. Okay, so if you go to live here, this one is open. So you're going to go into here, and then on your computer, you would just start this, and then that should work. So in a second, this thing should connect to the phone. It says live. See, she did what I normally do. Okay, look, it says progress. Like, this is what I mean. This is the drama that we're talking about. It says that it's waiting, but it's actually sending the connection. You know what I mean? So now if I press go live, there it is. It does work, but this is cheating because we're using the network. So Stuart, wait, why'd you say live and then it's not there? What? Don't be weird. Okay, it's working. So inside the place, if you could connect to the Wi-Fi in the place, that will work, right? So you connect it to the conference Wi-Fi, and then you connect your computer to the conference Wi-Fi, and just go straight from the DJI. I think it's better. Plus, this allows you to move around and walk. So in that particular case, so to Kevin's point, right? In that particular case, right tool, right job. When I stream from NAB, trust me, I'm coming directly from the DJI. I'm not going to go through the computer on the show floor, just due to the fact that it's just adding a layer of complexity. So in this particular case, you're going to take your phone, you're going to connect to the conference Wi-Fi with your phone, and then you're going to start the stream. But you're going to have to go onto your laptop connected to whatever you can get and start the stream like I did this way. That'll work, and then you're good to go. So yeah, I think that's a better choice, Kevin. And look, we're don't nobody come over here, but look, it does work. Like, we're live over here on the. Wow, the signal should be way better than that. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm doing this. Why is the signal so dumb? I'm curious. Now I'm curious. Look, you can create a highlight video. Wait, did you guys notice this before? Inside of back here, there's a thing says create a highlight video. Shut up. Let's press it. Oh, what? In the middle of your live, you could create a highlight video. So say you're doing like a longer live and you want to attract some folks to the stream, you can make a highlight video from the middle of your live. Shut the front door. Let's go test 2 and then go. I don't want to go private. Why can't I select members? Jerk. I didn't know this was in here. All right, I'm going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to create it. And then waiting for the video URL to pop up. I didn't know you could do that. Learn something new messing around with Stuart. This is why I do this stuff, man. Listen, I am constantly experimentating. Everything is an experiment at all times. I can't hear nobody in Zoom. What is going on? Oh, I see. Then Paul C decided to get up and show the belly. Nobody wants to see that. to the fact that it's just adding a layer of complexity. Oh, look at that. So in this particular case, you're going to take your phone, you're going to connect to the conference Wi-Fi with your phone, and then you're going to start to stream. But you're going to have to go onto your... Let's try this. Oh, girl, we just found a way to get some dope cheater content. We are out here in these streets. So number one, can I switch this to members only? Yes. Channel members, everybody. Done. Number two, I can upload a thumbnail. Number three, I can descript a descript, right? So if this was my descript, L-O-R-R, type doc, LOREM4. Why you didn't work? There you go. That's lorem ipsum. Oh, this is on like Donkey Kong. So you could be doing your live stream, and then if something cool is said or dropped, and you like, I want to make a short, your short don't have to be a short. You could like just run that clip now. Oh, this is good. I wonder if you can do it after the live is done. So let's try this. Let's try this now while we're here. We learning. We close this, and we're going to end this particular stream. Yes. Oh, so you can go to edit in studio, but the highlight button disappears. On a long stream, this won't be that quick, right? When you go to edit in studio on a long stream, you're going to be here for a minute. Yeah, Paul said it takes a while to get... Why you sound different, Paul. What are you talking to? Sorry. It was pointed down. Button, the top button. Paul's out here trying to get sexy with the top button though, man. Wondering why his audio sound funny. Yo, is that the one for NAB? Oh, that's actually good. I don't normally like polos because for me the collars twirl. Oh, yeah. See, like Paul too. When the collar twirls, it drives me nuts. I used to wear only polos, and now I hate them. Caleb said, "Put on a voice filter and make them sound sultry." All right, let's add Paul. Boom. And Lowe's and Paul and Taisha. All right, so this is cool. So yes, I know before you could do this, but the process was different before. Before you wanted to wait until everything was done, and then you would take the live and you would make a chunk, right? So like just say I wanted to trim this chunk here, and actually it's still processing, so it's not going to let me do this, I don't think. Okay, it will. You would go like this, and you would go like this, and you would hit the save as new. And that was, sorry, you can't see that, big melon in the way. You would hit the save as new, and that would help you generate a new video. So back in the day, what Rob and I used to do before shorts became a thing is we would just go in here and trim stuff out of live streams and make them a new video. So that way you could keep the live and the background recordings and all of that. And then also keeping the faith. Yeah, keeping the faith. Anyway, that is super dope. Okay, so let me go back to what Stuart said. Caleb is answering, but let me just double check on Stuart because, Stuart's needy. Wait, it still says I'm live over here. Let me start. You got to remember once you stop, Stuart, you got to end it in the app too. If you just end it on YouTube, your phone and your Osmo will keep wasting battery. Okay, Stuart said, just to confirm, live from the Pocket 3, but you'll need the Mimo app. Yeah, well, you're almost ditching it completely. The one thing you're going to do is you need the MacBook Air to start the stream. You can start it from the phone. It's extremely hard. So it just, the buttons and finger stuff just doesn't want to play properly. So yeah, I would do it from there. If you're streaming from your hotel room, you want to have, yes, exactly. If you want to have a spicier recap, in that case, just plug it in to this and then press webcam mode. And the Osmo Pocket 3 in webcam mode is beautiful. It is really, really nice. I was surprised in the telly. I'll save this. Yeah, cancel that. Let me just save this. So remember, people, you'll be able to see the dumb clip that I just made. And then let me. I have it on my channel. What video did I do? It was story. I was back. I just posted this in the community. All right, so it's not that one. It's this one. Yes. Oh, he nailed it. He nailed it. Yo, family.
Right now, you're probably looking at a task or a skill or a piece of software, something that you want to get comfortable with.
Dude, look how clean that is. Now, this is being double streamed, by the way. But look how clean that is. And all I did was went into the telly, turned on every light possible, and go like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just easy. So the Osmo Pocket 3 connected as a webcam in the telly, turn on all the lights and put that sucker on. And the picture quality is good. This joint is good. So yeah, definitely about that life. K-Walk said, I had trouble streaming to YouTube, but Facebook is easier in the iOS app. And by the way, sup. I don't stream to Facebook. So I'll take the YouTube fight. Like it's a lot of fight. Okay, so let's speak on it. All right, we're gonna go to our family room photo. And then we're going to put Paul over
So I guess this means I'm going to have to find a new street corner.
And then we're going to wait for Tyson to fix her audio. You're so evil. Did you get it fixed? She said, yeah, when no sound came out.
You're muted in Zoom.
Oh, that's why. Paul, what part of the world are you in? Paul is like Carmen Diego this next couple months. So where are you at in Paul Senior?
Come out of the Western Sahara. I'm in a town, I can't even pronounce the name. I've been videoing all day, backstreet appliance repairs, some unbelievable footage. I mean, we are so spoilt in our cultures. I mean, you just have not got a comprehension of what people will fix. I mean, it's mind-blowing. I like to
watch those dudes on YouTube. There's two brothers, and they run like a repair shop in India. And because they don't speak English, they don't talk. But you just see them repairing stuff, and even the tools that they've made. And these guys are in the shop in basically their loose-fitting clothes, bare feet, some stuff that OSHA would wreck us for. But these guys repair everything. And their channel has like 3 or 4 million subscribers. Because you just watch these two guys repairing stuff.
I went in a workshop today and they were testing some compressors out of fridges. And flip-flops, bare feet, 220 volts, puddles of water around the place. I mean, I'd go to jail if I made any films like that. Yeah? They would lock me up eternally. I mean, I'll send you a pinpoint now on Zoom for you. So
dude, that's crazy. That's well. Thanks for venturing out there and sharing it with the world. That's cool.
Oh,
because I think people need to see that stuff. And your audio is super low, by the way. And that might be a blessing for us.
Yes, it is. And I'm on Coca-Cola at the moment.
I'm glad you finished the second half of that sentence. I did
emphasize at the moment. I'm just quenching a thirst.
No, I meant the cola part.
Let me get you a pinpoint. Where would be?
Are we getting the DJ setup going on in the house, Ty? That's awesome.
Yeah, hubby is a DJ. And
yeah, I can see
can
that.
You guys hear the music at all?
No.
Oh, you can't. Oh, perfect.
Look, he hiding behind the monitor. He about to get in the cut.
Yeah,
I,
he's
I always
jamming.
I always jump up and down a little bit right
That's
before I get to
awesome.
the mixer, but I can't do that anymore, which is why I quit. I like to jump up and down and get the juices flowing before I start sliding things around.
Can I tell you something really quickly?
Absolutely, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I'm editing a video. So I've been recording a video every day for the past 4 days. And so I'm going to be posting this. So I just want you to know I'm down for the challenge.
Oh, gangster. Gang, I'm gonna have to apologize to all of y'all. I'm trying to figure out why I can't hear y'all good. These
Okay.
are my inner monitors. These
Huh.
are absolute no-no for doing any sort of live stream.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. You're right.
And I was
Oh, my
like,
volume's
everybody sounds
okay?
stupid. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So, first of all, if I just went like this, it would be loud enough. But
Mm,
now Carlos, you sound awesome. Super funny because I'm
Yeah.
so used to the feeling that I didn't realize
yeah.
that these are sitting on the table. Oh my God, I'm over here complaining to y'all. They probably ain't nothing. Oh,
Is this
Listen,
better?
Yo, you guys were probably fine. I was in my
Oh, okay.
AirPods the whole time. Hold on.
Yeah, I've done that myself. It's like, why can't I hear? And it's like, I've got something in my ear, but it's the wrong something.
Oh my God, it's so stupid. And I'm over here cranking it up on the Rodecaster, like it's not getting louder. What the hell? This is what happens when you're talking to Caleb before the stream and you don't do your check. So even I got to do my check because I was busy talking to Caleb and Bug.
Oh, it's the worst when you're halfway through your recording and you forget to press record,
Oh,
isn't it? It's the
I'm the
worst.
mute button because in my studio,
Oh,
in order to I have the KRK like studio speakers,
yeah.
and so in order to make them work, I have to mute my mic because I have the Rodecaster set to if the speakers are on, the mic is muted. If the mic is on, the speakers are muted. Because Daniel got me out here cranking up my SM7B louder so that you guys can hear, which is fine, but I no longer can have them both on at the same time. So what I do is like I'm about to record something or I just get off a Zoom call or whatever, and then I press the mute on the mic to listen to a call or messages or whatever's in Slack or whatever. And then, okay, I'm ready. Or I got my hype music going. Then I'm ready and I'm sitting down and I'm like, creators, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, 14 minutes. Dope. That was dope. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah.
It's like,
I've lost a lot of footage today with the DJI mic because I pair it to the Insta 360, and of course I think, oh, I'll just turn the DJI mic camera back on, the Osmo, sorry, and I think it automatically pairs, and of course it won't after you've done that, and you go, oh, I lost all that footage.
yeah, it's so crazy. So I was watching something today from my buddy Jevin, who I'm going to see in a couple weeks, Jevin Dovey, and he did something which I used to do back in the day, and I hadn't really thought about it recently because, I've been using my SM7B so much. But when I was recording my album, we didn't have, really fancy mics. All we had was the Shure SM58, that same SM58 that I've been toting around since I was probably 14. So what we would do is I would take a plastic lawn chair and go into the closet and push all the clothes to one side and then a couple jackets behind me and close the door. I would do the opposite of Paul. So I would go in the closet and you would record in there because the sound will not reverberate off of the clothes. That basically deadens the sound. And it sounds like you're in this crazy, British sound studio on the Neves SSL. But we were on a Tascam Porter studio, which is like a cheap, at that time, $600 recorder. But $600 back in the day might as well have been $5,000. And an SM58. And so what he was doing with the DJI Mic Mini was instead of, if you're doing a voiceover where you're not going to be on camera, instead of just voiceovering like this, you take your jacket or your t-shirt or something and you cornholio it and you go inside and you do your voiceover in there. And it automatically eliminates that airy room tone. So like if Paul was to crank his mic up and like nobody said anything, you would hear his house. Now he has Crisp running to sort of cut that out, but you guys know that sound, right? If you just in your SM7B even, if you turn the volume loud and don't say nothing, you can hear this. Just this constant thing. And that's that thing that makes people who just record on their iPhone, that's what makes them sound so weird, you know, in comparison to like adding a mic, even if it's a simple mic. So yeah, Paul, you got your jacket?
Yeah, I was going to try. The way I talk now, do you hear any difference between this and when I do this?
Absolutely.
Does it change the
point.
sound?
Absolutely. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it sounds so, and it looks better. We broke Carlos. We have broke Carlos. Dude, that sounded crazy. The sound changed so much. I don't have my jacket down here. I do have a towel. That would even change on the SM7B.
Yeah.
So here's the SM7B, and I'm just talking like this, and it might even sound a little bit more different if we go like that. Actually, no, because
And
I have the pop on.
that looks really good.
Here. All right, so for the rest of the stream, this is what we do. Hey, how many of you
Pay no
guys
attention to the.
have your family members like tape up their camera because they think somebody gonna check in? My family be with the tape on the camera. I'm just like, what are you
Yep.
guys doing? Nobody's hacking into your computer. Nobody wants to see you. If they would hack in and shut it right back off. Somebody.
Oh, now we have to be good.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we must behave. Oh, behave. Look. Dun, 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 dun. She's not ready. I don't know what she's doing. She got me over here looking foolish. Dude, we broke Carlos so hard, he never came back. Oh, there you go.
That was good. That was really good. You caught me on that one, man. Big time. But isn't that kind of like Enveloper? Isn't that what Enveloper kind of does in Final Cut?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that?
Very similar situation.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, it's amazing to see how awesome that works. Man, Mary Lou, now you got me out here looking foolish. I'm gonna turn this off until she get ready. I'm over here making trouble. My cousin is recommending camera covers on her Instagram. I'm like, girl, you're a hairstylist. No one is logging into your MacBook to see you. That's what I'm saying. Like, really, really though. Okay, there she is, Miss America. Miss
Mary Lou,
America.
we apologize. He's learning Ecamm.
You're so ill, Paul. You're so
He just
ill.
got started.
You're
He
so
just
ill.
got started.
Listen,
No, that was my fault because I didn't have the camera on. I'm over here shaking my head. I was ready for this big entrance, and I was like, "Shoot, I didn't have my camera on."
we were just talking
that's my
about
fault.
the mistakes when
Yep.
you launch and just like looking dumb. Because I recorded
Yep.
a video like 2 days ago. It was Hype Train video too, and that joint was muted. The joint was muted. I was so mad.
Yeah, I have so many like clips of me like playing back the footage and just being like,
Where's my buddy?
just a whole
Aubrey?
montage of us being upset about it. What are you showing us?
I'm showing this to Obs. Come on,
Oh.
camera. Look, Aubrey. Look at that deep purple.
Oh.
Same one that Katie got.
No, see, Katie bought the bootleg one, but I might check that out because it's way cheaper. This is like almost 20 bones a bottle because it's imported from Japan. And so that company, they make really good quality pens everybody's raving about. So I wonder how their ink is. So like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just metal and plastic, right? So it doesn't require a lot of technology. And so a lot of the Temu companies are coming out with good fountain pens. So even one of the most recommended pens now, Twisby, I believe is like a Temu joint. So I'm gonna listen to Katie because instead of paying $20 a bottle for the import joint from Japan, if I can get $9 a bottle for the Temu version on Amazon that looks just as good. I mean, it's ink on paper, fam. And it's not for people to see, it's for me to see. I'm just writing in my little book. But this bottle looks dope on the desk. So what I do is just use this for decoration.
Looks like Chanel.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does look like a fancy perfume.
Yeah.
right. That's just, Japan style.
All right, so I don't know what you guys have been talking about, but I have questions
All right,
about
let's go. We're going to
Doc's
talk
most
about the thing.
recent video.
Let's go.
Have you guys seen Doc's most recent video? Have you guys seen it?
The one last night.
Was it last night, this
was
morning?
last
I
night.
don't know, but Doc
Last
is
night.
trying to challenge me. He's trying to challenge me to make a video every day. because he's been making his video every day.
Every
So have you
every day, every day.
every day? Oh
Yep.
my goodness, Doc, how many videos are you at now?
120.
120. So by
Yeah.
the end of this month, you should be at what?
There's
150?
March 31.
Yeah,
January,
like
February,
151,
March.
right?
151.
Like 150. Oh,
Okay.
I'll drink to that.
I was going to say,
Oh,
Hey. I'm going to do a 151 shot on the 31st. No, I'm going to be in Chicago. So I got to go film myself taking the 151 shot in Chicago, which might not
I
be
will
good.
pledge a very good Jameson Scotch to you, which I know you're partial to, for the 365.
ooh,
And I don't mean a cheap
ooh.
bottle of Jameson's. I'm talking the McCoy.
I'll have sparkling water.
I had some. Oh, Ty, you got to try this. I don't know. Have you tried this? Sorry, Mary Lou. I swear to you, when I get back. But when I used to go to Portland all the time, I was in love with something called SOM, S-O-M, right? It's a Thai drink that is basically sparkling water and vinegar with some sort of fruit syrup added to it, and it's crazy. It's almost like what kombucha is, but quicker, right?
Okay.
Like at the end of the day, but it's SOM. That's so kombucha, which has been around in Asia for a while, but in Thailand it's called som. So you can actually used to be able to buy the som syrups, and when you go to Thai restaurant, you can order one. It's the most refreshing thing in the planet. So I was like, I don't have that, but I wanted to take some ACV, right, for my stomach. So I got 2 tablespoons. You start with one if you're not gangster, but I love ACV, apple cider vinegar, people. So I took 2 tablespoons of ACV, mother version, the cloudy one from Bragg's.
Brags. Okay.
Yes. And I put in like 8 to 10 ounces of soda. So almost the whole can, but not quite the whole can. And then I have yuzu honey from Japan, but you can actually buy it at the Japanese grocery stores in the U.S. It's made by a company called Sugi-B, but you can use any type of honey. And I went 1. Like, if you like it a little sweeter, go 1, 2. And you just give it a light stir so your bubbles don't go away. Damn, it kills Mary Lou. Yo, it is so freaking good, and it is so refreshing. And it just helps out with your bubble gut, like, because of ACV. So if you have some Bragg's mothers, take and put 2 tablespoons of ACV. Start with 1 if you're not gangster, and then just add not sativa. What's it called?
Stevia.
Stevia. Oops, wrong show. That one's for me and Aubrey.
You sure not indica?
Yeah, that'll put you to sleep. But it is so good and it's so refreshing. And so the honey that I had is yuzu flavored, so it was kind of like a citrus soda, but not deadly because it's just natural honey. So I just try it. It's so good. It's crazy good. I used to just eat my ACV on a spoon, but that's really stupid because your face be like.
so Doc, are you aware of the requirement when you do a 360 series of videos?
What?
Every 6 months you have to eat broccoli.
No. Absolutely not. No. Nope.
I don't know. I saw this in a legal contract that
No.
Yeah, he
a
doesn't make the
certain person
rules.
wrote up. Yes, exactly.
Oh, it was Oregon. It was Portland, Oregon. Because they used to have a dope place there called Pok Pok, and this guy he was a chef in Portland, but he spent a lot of time in Thailand. So he made a Thailand restaurant in Portland called Pok Pok, which is the bombest Thai restaurant in the USA. He's been on like Food Network and everything, but it's so good. Right, right. Dina's trying to convince me. I'm trying to convince my family to let me move to the PNW so that I can hang out with Dina and Elaine and Shelly and Gretchen. And they're like, oh, but what about Japan? I'm like, it's just a 40-minute extra long flight. And then
Maybe an Ecamm homestead, Doc. Maybe an Ecamm homestead.
see, that would be cool, right? I hate broccoli, bro. You know what it is. Oh my God! Listen,
Is
y'all
broccoli
gonna
really
fight-
that bad?
Yes,
that
it
bad?
just tastes like the devil's afro. This stuff is disgusting. Stuart, not you too, dude. I thought we was tight. Oh, I just found a video of the purple broccoli that I had. Tina
See,
said,
that's
"Oh,
that's
upper left."
that's your
Yes.
color. So the next time you can do purple broccoli.
Nope. Mary Lou, can we get them back on subject so they can stop talking about broccoli?
Broccoli. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think broccoli is a good place to segue into this because I
Yeah,
was
the-
thinking.
Listen, lady, I
Go
thought
ahead,
you was
Paul.
my friend.
I was going to say the attorney that wrote the contract even stated that there's broccoli that has to be had every 6 months.
Hey, look, Caleb, can you be a guest on Mary Lou's channel? And she meant Guess, like in Claudia Schiffer.
You're going to be a guest on Kleb's channel. Have you seen what they've been doing?
Yes, we were talking about it this morning, and they got their video did, and was talking about, oh, Mary Lou told me to make this video. I said, oh, so you listen to her? 'Cause I swear I might have had this conversation before, and they was like, you know what it is. So I'm like, jerk. So,
Well, and I think folks are needing to hear it from both sides of us. So I do like this challenge.
Ty
but
says she's coming
it
in.
might be a little. You coming in? Anybody else? Who else is doing this? What are we doing? 30 days, 30, 31, right? Or 30, the month. Today's the first, right? Today's like an intro.
Look, purple
Look at this
broccoli.
purple broccoli.
I only seen that once in my life.
It's like branded broccoli for you.
Yeah.
Now
like
we got to
merch.
eat it.
Yo, y'all are dirty, man. Y'all are dirty. I'm listening to Rob. How you doing, Rob? What is up, fam? I'll see you in a month. We're using Zoom mode. So, oh my God. Hi, DJ Right on Beat. Good to see you, bro. Y'all, go ahead, Mary Lou. Keep talking. I'm looking
Right
for
on the
Rob
beat.
over
So
here.
this challenge, I mean, if we're talking about broccoli, we're talking about challenging people. What if we challenge? I think Doc needs to press a little harder too, right? Because what were your key points here? Right, we had a couple of C's.
A couple of.
We wanna just-
I came through with an accidental six pack.
Accidentally, like it was crazy. but one of them, it's like a uncomfortable.
Yeah. Get uncomfortable. I'm about that life.
Get
It-
uncomfortable.
It's
you know,
create. It's consistency. It's collaboration. Challenge yourself. Comfort is a myth, and then the last one is calibrate.
Yeah, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I heard that
so,
in the,
there's-
the video
there's-
before. I was like, ooh. I
Because
like this.
so
You
Mary
just need
Lou
to
texted me this
recalibrate.
good quote yesterday, and I was just like, bro, oh my God, family, I saw this brother, and he was making a video about something random. Like he's into like video game anime type stuff or whatever. But what this brother did was he has a wall and he takes all of the quotes that he falls in love with. Instead of just writing them in a book somewhere, he has like a giant tapestry on the wall and he just sticks it. So all of the quotes are there. So you can look at his quote board all day. And I'm like, ooh, your man's might have to try to. Mine has to be sexier than what he did because I'm just like that. I'm a little bouge. But I think I'm going to have to come up with a way. Oh, what if we made. So Caleb and I put up the big ass calendar in Liz's office. Tyson next door could make me a big laminated piece of paper with just lines, and I'm going to just write in quotes. So I just have a giant sheet of legal paper, like a ridiculous legal paper print stuck to my wall. I'm going to try to make this happen. I'm going to put this on fourth wall. And then you can just get your little pen and you can just write down your little quotes and they just stay there, just like on a giant sheet. And actually, I can go low budget because I have a roll of grocery paper that just ended up in my office somehow. So I have a giant roll of grocery paper, and I never thought about it, but I've also seen on the Talkie Talks where people have hung the butcher paper roll on the wall and just use it as scratch paper. So you could do that too, because it's
That's
like
creative.
the brown one
Wow.
is beautiful, right? And you can just pull it down. You just use it for your scribble joint, and when you're done, you can rip it off. If you need to keep it, you take a photo of it, right? Or you start a new page and you just rewrite. So if you have to rewrite like a quote, like, failure is not failure, failure is calibration, every time you pull that piece of paper, you put the heaters that stick to your brain, you rewrite them every time in the paper. So I'm going to either make a laminated one or I'm going to give me a butcher paper roll and stick it to the
It's
wall.
another helpful way, another helpful tool to help reframe, right?
Right.
You can use so many different things to help you actually reframe and create that new story and make it go to the deeper levels of our brains. Basically, is visual and audio and just through whatever means. That's really good.
Right. And honestly, if you use the brown or white paper, you can actually use it for
Yeah.
product shots, right? So if you were to you could take a tripod and you can actually buy for really cheap a 1/4 20 threaded bottom plate, right? I have a projector stand in the back room. And what it is it's made by Manfrotto. There's a 1/4 20 and it's a plastic like 18 by 12, and you just screw it onto the top of the tripod. And that's designed for like at the wedding, when we do same day edits, we would throw the Sony there and like project it to the family, and everybody's crying, "Oh, they're so cute," right? But you could take that and like put it next to the wall, and put your product on there, and then using it for product shots too. So you can use it for product shots. You can use it for clean, dry, easy thumbnails. If you can get yourself framed up, you're giving yourself a nice backdrop for thumbnails, depending on how wide paper you get. So you could turn it into a multifunctional, multi-versatile piece. It isn't just a cute like TikTok decoration like everybody does with them, but you could come up with some things. You can use it for brainstorming.
So can I jump back on what Mary Lou was talking about a second ago? Because
Yes, please.
is this an official kind of thing that's been put out here?
It's
Is
Doc Fisher.
a video a day? Because I see your cranium coming through my email every single day. I see that new post.
With the big head
It's
icon.
can't miss it. You can't miss it. And it's like every single day, and I'm like, this is awesome. This dude's really cranking them out. So what's that been about?
Okay, so it's easy. I think a lot of times people in our position get so protective of their channel because, to be honest with you, doing a video every day at my level is probably stupid for my channel. Right. So the other day, I posted a DJI video. That video got like 1,000 views in a couple of hours, and you should theoretically let that breathe for 7 days, and that would have become a 10,000 video. But I don't give a F about that. My concern is y'all, right? I'm covered. I'm good. I'm old. I'm retired. My body hurts. Paul get on my nerves. Like I'm not so precious to my channel. I'm more concerned with teaching as many people as possible to do their thing. And you'll see people making videos. Posting every day is bad for your channel. Yeah, maybe if you have a channel. But if you're just starting out, you need to get that 100. Hook or crook, you need to get that 100. And some people, Gretchen is in the building. Big ups to Gangsta Grandma. Gretchen got the 100 and she was like, F it, I'm going to keep going. Gretchen got to 200. She was like, F it, I'm going to keep going. Gretchen got to like 460, something crazy like that. She kept going. I forgot the number. Gretchen, type it in the comment, please, Gangsta. And she just kept going. But her quality from grandma to Gangsta Grandma, yo, it is a level of uptick that is really hard to describe. You've seen her sit there and just be the fumbling high. Dang, come on, girl. Hold up. Let's stop timeout. Pump some brakes.
Wow.
569. Gretchen's like, Doc, hold my beer. She's German, so it's a good dark beer. But hold my beer. Has flavors of notes of apple and weed and paint.
There you go.
That covers all of her areas. Come on. So I see these people who do what I do talking so much stuff, and I'm like, you be telling people start with anything. I have not seen you post an iPhone video in forever. Not a damn one. You sitting up in here with your lovely studio looking all cute and shit, telling people to do it from their iPhone. And I'm like, how can I tell you guys to do this without showing you the possibility? So in the beginning of this quest, I came across something from Mel Robbins, and I immediately, as soon as I heard it, I sent Mary Lou a copy of the book. I sent Katie a copy of the book. I was like, listen, y'all need to be in this book ASAP. She said, stop telling yourself that comparison is bad. Comparison is freaking normal. It's what you do with that comparison. Thank you, Paul. It's what you do with that comparison that is the difference. And then I was like, yo, square kick in the huevos, bro. Like, I was like, ooh, I felt that deep inside the cojones.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Right? And I was like, okay, so I can't be telling these folks to do this mess and it's just over here yelling like, you got the fat doctor telling you to lose weight. He's like, man, I'll punch you in the neck. So I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna make a video every day to sort of spark the interest and set a positive light on this is possibility. Also, for old people, it doesn't matter. We're not chasing clout. We don't really care about all these damn subscriber numbers and whatnot. We got stuff to talk about before we get missing. And then the other, stop laughing at me, Ty. And then the other side was people keep talking about burnout, but you know better than anybody, the clinical burnout is not what it's called in the DSM-5, and the creator burnout is definitely not in the DSM-5. So people just made up a word and use it as an excuse. And I wanted to prove that if you're on a mission and you have a purpose, there's no burnout. But if you get forced to make content that you don't really love because the sponsors told you need to make 85 videos about the DJI Osmo Pocket, so they paid you like $3,000 to make a video. $3,000 to make a video about this. This is not a Pocket. This is a mobile 7P. And then you're 2 videos in, and he's like, I don't even want to talk about that. Now you have to go make a video where you do not have the feeling in you, and that is hard. I've done that before. Katie has like, listen, you work here. You're making that video. And I was like, and then I made it, and I hated it, and it hurt.
It says something about the creator lifestyle, I think, too, right? Because if you are kind of living like an unmanageable lifestyle, things that are out of control, chances are your creativity isn't going to be sustainable. So it would be like, okay, I think another part of creating joyfully and sustainably is, what are the other boundaries that you have in your life, or it's kind of like working out is good, but if you're obsessed with working out, it can be bad.
Yes.
Right. So I think that's the same thing with creating, Doc. You must have enough fulfillment in your other areas of your life that is making it really joyful for you to create these videos every day. It's because there is likely other things going on in your life that are bringing you joy and fulfillment, I would imagine. Because if
I have no problem with transparency. I'll tell you what it is.
It's me.
It's always Paul. Why does it always come back to Paul? It's just saying.
Paul, you jackass. That's so funny. Right now, I'm just being fulfilled watching Tyson's husband set up his DJ stream because I'm having flashbacks from my DJ streaming days. No, so as a kid, first of all, I was accident, and my family members did not hear everybody yelling at my mom as to why she allowed that to happen.
A blessed accident.
No, 100%. And she will tell you that. But so my dad is the same as my oldest sister's dad. The sisters in the middle, different. So it was like mom was supposed to be over that, never supposed to happen again. But hey, he's smooth. He Puerto Rican. You know what it is. He musician. He came through, spit a couple verses, and then boom, I come out. So I heard those arguments to my mom about why she let that happen, and I can't believe you did that, and blah blah blah, and like all these bad things about my pops and so forth, so on, etc. Like I heard all of that mess, and so I, as a kid, always felt like if somebody ever even uttered the word bastard in my face, I would fight. I would fight. I have pulled a knife on somebody for that shit. I have punched somebody in their face for that shit, and I was absorbing a definition that really wasn't me. Because even when the definition was made, it was made to kind of like irritate people. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't really about the kid. It was about, let me mess with the person because I was throwing darts at them. So for years, I always felt inadequate or like mistake or I shouldn't be here. So you add that on top of white folks telling you ain't shit because it was the 70s, right? And then it wasn't until I invented this persona that I'm gonna go live in, I was superhero comic book cats and I seen superheroes do it. And I'm like, I'm gonna make me a superhero. So I'm just gonna be this Doc Rock person. What started out as Yogi, but I won't tell you how I got the Doc Rock name. But when I went to the army, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be the baddest Rambo mofo up in here. Like, I'm going to switch that. So it was a lot of that. And once I decided that I could be whatever I wanted to be, it said so on a big ass poster when I signed my name on the contract. That was my refrain. Be all you can be. It sounds hella stupid and hella cliche.
Nous honorons certainement toutes les autorisations.
Nani bote sushikorote? But yeah, so that basically
Perfect timing.
that basically reframed me. Well, I'm never gonna let anybody else tell me what I am. I'm gonna be me, right? And I'm gonna be in 100% control. And sorry, people, there's no diss to you. You do what you want. It is no longer Jesus is in control. It is no longer the mom or dad or whatever is in control. It is no longer like, alcohol or whatever is in control. It was always I'm in control. Whatever the hell happens is on me. And I was lucky enough to flip that switch at like 18.
Yeah. Well, your brain was still young enough to do a lot of reframing.
100%.
That's awesome.
And so it was. I went to basic training at 17, right? Because I did early entry program, which I don't even. You did that too, Ty? Yeah. So I did early entry program. I don't even know if they do that mess anymore because it's really stupid. 17-year-olds to basic training. It's a mental thing. But when I came back to high school for 12th grade, I was already a soldier. So when somebody got something spicy to say to me in the hallway, I was like, bro, you have no idea what I could do to you. I didn't have to do it. In 10th grade, you'd have got knocked out. I would have got suspended. But in 12th grade, I already knew that I could take your life. And that's all I needed. So
it's a nice reframe.
I got in 0 fights in senior year.
Yeah.
And then it kind of became, I definitely stared some people down. And they're like, yo, he just came back from army training. Are you sure you want to fight him? And
yeah.
Like, oh, because, at that time, Rambo was popular. They're like, your mama. And then they would run away. So I think, luckily, to your point, Carlos, that like you said, it's all about reframing. And so that's why I'm always on your guys' case. You can't keep calling yourself a creator if you ain't creating. Damn it, Maestro.
That's right.
We didn't hear that, Paul. Maestro is like, I am here. I am queer. You gotta listen.
He has a question.
You're right. Right.
Doc, I was actually on delayed, not early. I graduated when I was 17, so I just went right in after that.
Oh, I see. You smart then.
You're smart.
I was.
Yeah, but it was a great thing, and so many times I have said to myself that I kind of wish we had conscription, not because to build a force, but so that people can see how important working with other people are, being in a team, putting all of your ego inside of a green duffel bag, and you are not allowed to take it out until you graduate. Like, yo, week 3, ego was gone. Anybody that still had an ego in week 3 was probably getting a blanket party. For the uninitiated, that means while you're sleeping, we put soap in the sock or orange in the sock, and we mess you up because you're ruining it for the other 72. Well, 71 because it's 72. I thought Mary Lou was crying. She's putting on makeup.
You just start getting into this. You just start getting into this deep stuff, and I got to run. But I'm going to check you guys later in group. Okay.
All right. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
See you guys.
See what you started. He's going to start some stuff and then be like, all right, I got to go. That's
I know. Sorry.
Jerk. Love you. Dude, that's funny. But yeah, so that's why, to me, I think these challenge situations are important. Listen, my OCD is not happy about this. What are you doing, Doc?
I was having the same issue. I was like, that box isn't.
Sorry, my OCD cannot handle this.
Just copy his box and then change the camera.
I was going to do it the right way, but why not just do it the lazy way? Sorry, I got to put Lou over here so it's easier for me to slap the screen. There you go. So you excited, Lou? Are you ready?
Yes. So, okay. So Gretchen, she just finished her own 30-day shorts challenge, or 28, like for
Come on,
February, where she
Gretchen.
was doing watercolors. And then she said that was a little too easy. So she went further and was like, you know what? I'm actually going to make a short out of this every day. And it made her editing faster, her filming faster. It got her just systems down. And like that's the thing that I think people don't realize. Like when you're doing these challenges, you're expecting to be great like the first day, and you're like, wow, it's too hard, so you give up. But that's the point. Is like you got to get through the hard. So by the time you're at the end, you're like, okay, now I have a process. Now I can mess things up anytime I want. So usually, like for March, for the past many years, I've done this, and sometimes successfully and sometimes not successfully. But this month, because like making a short form video every day is like super easy for me. Making a long form video is like, it's fine, but like that's what the challenge is this month, and I'm excited to do that because that's what Doc's been doing. So I will jump in on that. But the reason I was asking how many videos you will be at is because I'm going to try to catch up to that number.
Oh, come what? Oh!
Now, not all long form.
Hercules.
Not all long form, right?
It's okay.
So
Video
my
is
rules
video.
I'm giving myself is that it's uploads.
Mm-hmm.
So say like if there's a short that works as Instagram, that works on Flip, like those will count as 3. So, but 150 uploads is what's going to
Oh, she
happen.
made a chart with a flower.
Yes, I color them in. I color them in. So the daily long form off of your prompts, right? But I think also Doc's a little comfortable. I think Doc's a little comfortable with this. It's a little too easy for him. So I think you also need to do a short a day on your phone.
What do you mean on my phone?
Not at the desk.
What do you mean on my phone?
We're telling people to go on their phone, film the short on their phone.
Hey, Doc, there is a button that says remove.
You know what? I think I could also accept like any camera that's just not the studio.
Well, I'm going to be on the road for half.
So part of
it.
that will happen,
Actually,
right?
no, because I leave on the end of the month, so that's April.
Mm.
But
Oh,
actually,
you
all right,
can
I accept.
make
You
your
know why I
choices
accept it?
about
Because
it.
this is good practice for April, so that by the time we get to where we're going to go, it's already in the party, right? I got the Osmo
Yes.
Pocket 3, and I got this guy. So, ooh, sorry. I love you.
It's good. I'm training you for like when we go do stuff because like when we're out on the road together, I'm like making shorts all day, every day. And they're like, everybody's looking at me like, how did that happen? I was like, I don't know. I just did it like on the way down the hallway. Like we were like on an escalator. I'm like, yeah, finish the video.
Gretchen, I gave you so much nice compliments, homie. And why? Why would you do that? That's super funny.
So another thing that's like for you guys, if you want to join in on the challenge, the collaboration part, I think is very important. And if you make a short asking your question, I think we respond to it through shorts on the Creators Unstuck channel.
Okay. I like that idea too.
So if you guys do that, but you got to tag us, you got to let us know that's
She just come
happening.
in
But I
here
think
being
like you guys
spicy.
can all do this.
She
That was
just
spicy.
Come in here being spicy.
I had extra coffee today. My sister, we picked her up from the airport last night, so she's
She
out
back
in the living
again?
room watching White Lotus right now. She's moved back now. That's this. She's back.
Oh, what's
Last
up,
time was a
this?
visit. Now she's gonna live here, but she's like so jet lagged. So I was like, I'll leave you alone. You can go.
Tell
stand
her
over
to bring
there.
her butt to Vegas with us, so we can just make the party
Oh,
even
no,
more.
no, 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 no.
Who's making that? Is
Uh-oh.
that you, Paul?
Maestro's up to some mischief over there.
Oh, that was Paul. That was Paul Jr. saying, no. Yo, that is funny.
I was just
peekaboo.
counting. I can't realize I've done 42 videos in 28 days.
Wow.
Whoa,
Yes.
come on, P. There you go. See, all you needed to do to get productive was drive to the desert.
And they don't sell alcohol here.
Oh, that's right. You're in the dry country.
Yeah. Mentioning that, the sun's gone down.
Oh.
He got his secret
So,
stash.
Taisha or Taisha?
It's Taisha.
How we say it?
Taisha.
Taisha. What are
The
you wanting to do for the
Mary
challenge?
Lou,
How are
the
you
reason
wanting
why
to do it?
Taisha came out is because I converted her name into a Japanese word, which is really stupid because Taisho in Japanese is boss. And then my brain just read it that way because you know how my
Well,
brain
she is
works.
the Taisha
And
then.
it just got stuck.
Taisha, the
It's
Taisha.
Taisha. I just say Ty now to
It-
try to protect myself
you-
from myself.
So my mom and my sisters, right? They
Yes.
say Taisha.
They do.
So I asked my mom, well, okay. So I went right in the military after high school, right? I went by Sanchez, and so even as a civilian, I went by Sanchez and then I went back in the army, same thing. So it wasn't until my 30s that I started using my name. And I would say Taisha, right? And we had this debate. So I asked my mom, this was like last year, Mom, how do you say my name? She was like, Taisha. I was like, wait, is it Taisha or Taisha? She was like, Taisha. I was like, but it doesn't ever sound like it. So how am I, this old and saying the wrong name? I prefer Taisha, but like in New York, everybody was like Taisha. It was like that hard E. So anyway, all of that.
Well, which one do you want? Like, we'll call you that name, whichever one you want.
Listen, we'll say, you guys can call me Ty or Taisha.
Hey, look, you can call
Okay.
me Ray, you can call me Ray J, or you can call me RJ, but just don't call me Johnson. Who's old enough to remember that? Okay, so listen, let me explain to you something. See if I can pull this off. I'm gonna do this live because I think that this. You can talk, Mary Lou. I'm gonna do something while you're doing that.
Okay, he's gonna do something. So, with these challenges, that if any of you are like going to partake in it, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I know for a fact in your notes app you have lists and lists and lists of videos that you need to make. This is when you're gonna do it, which is why I'm gonna do 150 videos simply because I just have a list of things I need to do. They're not all gonna be long form. Like I will easily like throw out 3 short form videos in an hour, right? So it's the short form stuff isn't so hard for me, and those would be included in the count. So I have like a couple of different rules. The first time I did this challenge in March, because March is my birthday month, right? So this is why this always happens here anyway. So like Doc is challenging me because we were like, let's
Was
get
that a
everybody
subtle
involved in
reminder?
this. That is my birthday?
No,
In 15
yeah,
days?
just- it was very
My
subtle.
birthday on March 15th is my birthday. In case anybody didn't know, Ides of March, beware. Yeah, no, it's just like it's because it's like another turn around the sun for me. So that's why it's like it feels good for me to do this here. The first year I tried to do it, I think the first 2 or 3 years, I was like, I'm gonna daily vlog, like Casey Neistat style. And let me tell you, like, you need to give up your life in order to do that. And so I was like, okay, that life's not for me. But I had to learn that because you can watch these vlogs and you're like, hey, I'm going to go be a daily vlogger until you try it. And then you're like, okay, that's not the life for me. But I do like to make videos, but that's not the life for me. And that's what I hope any of you learn. Like, try the thing you think you want to do until you don't. And then just keep going with something else. The calibration
you-
part, right?
Do it while
The
you're
other,
having.
go ahead, Paul.
I said, do it while you're having fun. If you enjoy knocking it out, knock it out.
That's
The other thing about
that means something
challenges is
totally
it's
different where we're from, Paul.
the
Language.
thing with challenges too is it gets you in a habit or a pattern of doing something. So when the challenge is over, and I'm not, I have no idea where this is coming from, but when the challenge is over, don't stop. Don't take a break. You may not want to do a video every day, but do one once a week. Do one every 2 weeks. But keep that pattern. You've built that pattern. Don't break it, because once you break it, it's very hard to come back. It's like losing weight. You can lose weight, but then it's very easy to gain it. And every time you do that, it gets harder to get back into that rhythm.
And
So
today,
don't stop.
Today's Japanese lesson, this kanji is called Taisha, and it means alive or passion.
Ooh.
It also
Nice.
means shrine, but she's not a church. So
All right. So Ty, what are you thinking you'll do for your videos? Do you have like anything in mind?
I was thinking of I want to post every morning, and it's basically because my channel has to do with weight loss and those mindset and habit changes. So something every morning that they can look forward to, that kind of like a motivational tip or something, for example, today's is about self-sabotage, right? But this video is only 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So it's nothing, they're not like long, extremely long,
That's
but
long enough.
just kind of like bite-sized tips. Yeah. And then
And it doesn't need to be
questions.
long, right? Like you
And then
just
answering
need to
questions.
get the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Good.
So I'm
Oh,
excited
that's
about
so
it.
exciting. Oh, I'm so excited for you. And then what it also does is it builds up your library, because I remember being a point early as a creator, or like specifically like trying to like build a YouTube channel, and you're like toil so long over what's the video is, and then it takes so long for you to just make the first one. But if you're like, no, I just need to make one every day for a period of time, now you just build up your library. And then I swear that is why my channel took off at the beginning of the pandemic, was because I had the library. I just was like, I have all these things I need to make, all these questions I need to answer, all of these tutorials I need to put out there, so people stop asking me in Instagram DMs. I could just send them a video. And then they were out there. Then the library is full, and then people come to check out books.
One thing that's also super helpful is anybody, if you get this reference, you're a winner. One thing that's super helpful,
Self-sabotage?
Beastie Boys, yeah. One thing that's
Yes.
super helpful is if you miss a day, don't break yourself. Just don't miss 2 days. Nice glasses, Gretchen. And she came with the purple Star Wars uniform. I am about this life. Go ahead, Gigi. I like these. These are cool. I can
Good
rock those.
morning.
I can
You're in
rock
a good
those.
mood today. I've gotten like 2 compliments. 3, you're making me blush over here.
Dude, that's dope, man. It's right in that's in the school uniform. You just need like LGO patch. You squared away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the the good tip is though, if you miss a day, like don't break yourself. Just don't miss 2 days. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of people fail in these challenges. Is you miss a day and then you don't feel like you can catch up. And that's the same thing with like sort of podcasting or anything. Like, if you're doing a weekly video and you miss that first week, first of all, I just did this and this is kind of stupid because I really don't know how I'm going to fix it, but I think I have an idea. Monday, I got so busy, I forgot to give myself my shot. I realized it on Wednesday. But you know what I did? I took the shot on Wednesday. And so this week, I'll take the shot on Tuesday. So it's an 8-day gap. And then next week, I'll go back to Monday. Because if I do it on Monday, I feel like I'm only doing 5 days between shots, which might be a little bit psycho for the body. But I'm willing, I'm big enough. I think I can handle nausea for 1 day. I'll do it 1 day early this week. And then next week, I'll do 1 day early. So I have to deal with nausea twice, but I'll be back on my shoot every Monday schedule. And I might
You get
not even
nauseous every day?
No. Like only if the first day.
Oh.
Well, and actually now it's kind of gone, but I'm wondering if by taking it, in 6 instead of 7 days, if it'll make it stronger because there's a little left over. So your balance number is off. It might not do anything. So I don't catastrophize before it happens. I'm willing to take that chance because I like having a Monday schedule because it's easier to do it. Wednesday is a random ass day. I'm busy on Wednesday. It's easier for me to remember to take it on Mondays. This Monday I was busy and I completely forgot.
I'm a Sunday shot girl.
It is everybody. The only reason why I didn't do it on Sundays is because on Sundays between Manchester United and the Raiders, like shit go wrong. I might be in a bad mood. Yes, we are all Mac people here because we all use Ecamm, and every single one of us is coming in on probably Ecamm for Zoom, if not Zoom directly. So yeah, we're all Mac people. I don't like to fight my computers anymore. My PC is in the drawer over here, minding his own damn business. When I have to go make something on the CNC, it comes out, and I go, and I go make stuff on the CNC. but whatever I make on the CNC can only buy 3 more Macs, so it doesn't matter. I'm not.
Gretchen,
my
how was
CNC
it getting
on for less
through?
than $5,000.
Gretchen, how was it getting through your challenge? What did you learn from it? How have you grown?
Oh, wow. It was actually, it was one of those things. it was a watercolor doodle challenge. And I'm a photographer, not much of a painter, but it's one of those things that, like, at the beginning of 2021, I didn't own a sketchbook. And now I have an entire art studio that I built myself out there, packed to the gills with art supplies and all kinds of things. And it's kind of a in between relaxing thing that I do. So it was something that I wanted to try, that a watercolor artist that I follow was putting out a simple thing to do, a 5-minute watercolor. So you do it on a tiny little a little thing. And I said, okay, I can do that. I can fiddle around with that, but I want to get better at editing too. So I decided to turn it into a short. So I would just go right from filming it in Ecamm, dump it into Cover Your Ear Stock, iMovie, and and just go and just clip, 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 clip until I got it well below 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Maybe some of them were a little longer. And then drop some music in it. And again, taking Doc's advice of not listening to more than 3 pieces of music and dumping it on there and then just posting it. And my goal was to hopefully by the end of the month to be able to do it all in less than an hour, because it's a 5-minute doodle and I figured that the editing would take me. I got it down by the 14th of the month to be able to do it in less than an hour. And I think yesterday's was your signature doodle, which was a longer kind of thing. You had to come up with your own. And I still had it done within 40 minutes. And it was something I could just do. And I could listen to an audiobook while I was doing the editing, and I could do other things. It just built a habit. So I'm starting another one. That's March to March Madness, 100 tiny paintings in a year.
That's amazing. Listen, let me ask you this question real quick. This is a good question. So did you have audio sync issues after uploading your video? Everything was perfect for me until I uploaded my video, then it's after sync. The answer to this question is I don't know. And here's why I don't know. I'm a professional video editor, a professional audio person. I've done audio for over 45 years now. I said over 40 years for like the last 6 years, so it's over 45 years now. The audience, meaning Taisha, Paul, Gretchen, Mary Lou, when they're watching my videos, they're not looking at lip sync. You know why? Because I'm smoking their brain with the most god-awful fire that they don't have time to look and see if my lips are in sync. We care. Us audio, video people, we care. The audience don't give a damn. Because I tell you what, I have definitely watched Netflix completely out of sync and enjoyed every inch of that thing. I have also watched, to this day, no less than about 6 hours of Japanese television. And it's always out of sync for me because it has to get piped over by an ITV box, kind of like a little Chrome box, but it's an Android thing about this big. It's called the Sakura TV. And because of the travel, I guess, or just the compression, the lip sync is never there. But it doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, I'm watching my show. I'm about who killed that woman on the roof. And the police is, so I'm not watching Lip Link. If the people are watching your Lip Link, your content sucks. How about that? That's a dumb answer. I know that's not the answer you want to hear, but we overthink this stuff, and honestly, the people don't care. Now, if everybody in your comments like, I can't watch this, the video's out of sync, I would fix it. If not, I would just make videos. And I know that's harsh, but I swear to you, I look at like my friends, like I come from the filmmaker crew, like all of my boys. When we go to NAB, Mary Lou has this face because all my friends are like hardcore camera nerds, and then she just be there like, but that's my homies, and all we talk about is open gate and frame rates and like what is the new bit rate on this new camera, and like, you know, the new Nikon, now that they mix red, they're going to be using the Nikon color science. It's going to get red color science, and the dynamic range is going to be recovered. And Mary Lou is like, bitch, ain't none of y'all make more content than me.
Mary Lou and I are going to rank the guys at NAB.
You're gonna have the
While you guys are
S
talking,
tier, A tier, like whatever. But it's funny because we get so caught up in that mess. Like one of my homies has a dope show about this, and we talk about this stuff, and I love it. But you guys don't care. Paul don't care.
The nerd meter.
Paul
Gonna
is
have a
in the-
nerd meter going
right?
on.
Paul is in the desert with an Osmo Pocket 3 in the middle of the Sahara Desert right now, making 42 pieces of content. We got people in their studio right now with $3,000 Sonys, perfect lip sync, perfect light, perfect audio. They ain't posted shit. So, sorry, I can't help you with that. But I'm telling you, we always overthink it, bro. We just do. And I try to stop myself. And I've gotten so good at this because of Lou. Lou is like, just make the damn video. Because me and Brad, we were in Vegas. This is a funny story. Brad has his red on the end of the table, right? I got all my gear spread out. Mary Lou snatches my bag and rolls a piece of tape across the table. And she got her phone and she's like videoing the tape roll across the table. And me and Brad are just looking at her like, Brad, what is she doing? Brad's like, fuck, I don't know. You know, right? So she just, and then she taking my stuff out and it's like legit, bro. Like, this is the funniest thing ever. I don't have to get my overhead out. Hold on. This is the camera. Mary Lou is like,
Yes, she made it put us through that torture the
and
other
I'm
day.
like, what the hell are you doing? And then next thing you know, I get tagged in an Instagram reel. Oh, what's in Doc's bag? Let's see. And there's her face. What's in Doc's bag? Let's see. And all my shit spread out all over the table. And that video got like a lot of views.
It got so many.
I'm like, that's my bag. That's my shit. And then me and Brad are sitting there with a $30,000 camera on the end of the table talking about, oh, we got to go to NAB in this perfect lighting and shoot this video. And Mary Lou was like, I'm going to bed. Bye. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so that's when I'm like, girl, we are doing this. We're going to partner up because I need to get more like you and just create because I have all the skills in the world, but them skills ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Them
Right. And
skills
it's
ain't
balance,
no
right?
good.
It's balance. Like, I want White Lotus to look great, right? I want my surgeon to know what they're doing. But we also should be able to just turn around quick things for a video because this is not the end of the world. Because what's the game with the internet is volume and then getting better at it. Like if we're doing like personal development with making videos, which I think is like really what a lot of what we do is like you are just like personal development as video creators. And then like you can utilize that out in the world. But once you're brave enough to talk on camera and you like get out of your own way to like turn these things over, then like, yeah, nothing can stop you.
It's kind of crazy, right? You know, it's just one of those things. I guess maybe it's different for me because I do watch a lot of foreign content. You know, I do watch a lot of stuff from like Japan or Korea, or even I watch these. There's a show. It's about interrogation room, and it's called Criminal, but they made one in UK. They made one in Germany. They made one in France, one in Spain, and I love this show. I've watched every single one of them, and only the UK and Spanish one can I watch with no titles. And the Spanish one is a struggle for me now, but I still can understand. But like I've always loved foreign cinema. I've always loved film noir. So like it's always been out of sync to me. So I just something I don't pay attention to. Like if it's a whole second, like maybe that's a little obnoxious. But if it's only off by a little bit, I mean you could reframe it nowadays is relatively easy, but I just don't even bother thinking about it no more. And I used to panic over that. Because back in the day, it was way harder. Now you can get perfect synced every time. You can absolutely get perfect synced every time. And how do you do that is buy a box from TC Electronics that will be your time code sync, right? It's a word clock, TCELECTRONICS, word clock. And last I checked, they is about $8-9 grand. So people be worried about it till I tell them to bust out 10 grand. BH for toe.
It's like the old kung fu movies, remember?
Dude,
they
I
would
watched
be way off.
F-ton of kung fu movies. I don't know if I ever. Oh, it's taped up over here, but I know Jackie Chan, so I spend a lot of time watching his movies out of sync. They ain't never been no good. Jackie's my dude. I produced an event for him. That was super cool. Let's see.
Nobody cares if Godzilla's in sync.
It's such a good question. Like it is such a good question. Because a lot of people sweat it, but I just really don't think that the average person is like watching your content like that. And I know I see CNN stuff that be out of sync and I notice it, but I still got to watch it because I want to know what's going on or what's fitting to happen, you know? I've seen it in the Super Bowl where, you know, a girl is on the field and she's totally disconnected, but that's a satellite problem and it normally fixes itself as soon as that's left over from RTMP. So without getting nerdy, the way RTMP works, RTMP causes this issue a lot. And it's normally nothing that you can fix. So even worrying about it is worrying about something that's sort of out of your control as well. Because when you're streaming, RTMP will cause the sync to go out, but sometimes it catches back up. So there's that to note too.
Sometimes we get too caught in the weeds. You know,
I get caught in the weeds.
we're too far down in the dirt to kind of see what's going on. Like we don't need to be down there.
I definitely get caught in the weeds at night. Never mind.
Different kind of weed.
Okay, so right now, a word clock nowadays you can get one for $12.99 on the cheap, but I ain't paying $12.99 to carry my videos locked up. Viget up. How are you doing? Uh-oh, Minnie said new months, new goals. So Minnie, you coming in? You coming into the challenge? Oh, you can get a Tomy Matchbox. I haven't seen one of those. Let me see what this is. I normally do TC Electronics or Tentacle. Tentacle is another good one. Matchbox. How much is it? How much is it? Oh, they don't even have it at B&H Photo. I was thinking John's talking about like a restaurant Matchbox. Okay, Hitomi Broadcast, Matchbox Generator. Dude, you didn't tell me what is the price. I don't look cheap though. Ooh. What is he trying to buy? Nope. Looks like it's approximately $3,000. Nope. I'll just be out of sync. I could spend $3,000 on some of the best Hawaiian Big Island grown. Never mind. Why Gretchen lifted her hand. Gretchen was like, what? Are you painting, G?
I am doodling, yeah, while I'm listening.
Always.
Always.
Always. See, I have my sketchbook and I'm doodling and doing some neurographic stuff.
That is. Listen, okay, K-Walk is like, I need accountability partners. Okay, so you got us, but I think it's dope to team up. And it makes it easier, right? So yeah, somebody like, no, I can't doodle. My doodles are like horrible now.
I did a doodle of Doc Rock. I did one of him. I did a broccoli doc, and
oh God, I do not want to see.
And
this.
then when in the very first creator camp, I don't know if Doc remembers this. I had all my notes were done in doodles.
Yeah, dude, have you heard of Mike? Oh my God, I have the book upstairs. I should bring it down here. You ever heard of the sketchbook? Sketchbook notes?
Yeah.
What's his name? Mike? Oh, Sketch Note. No, it's called Sketch Note. That's what it is. Really, but like a lot of us did that in school, right? I used to get in trouble for it. But this guy, he wrote a whole book about sketch notes. Mike Road. I should remember that name. So, the Sketchnote Handbook. I have this book. Let me bring out the title. Boom. Yeah. It's a really good book, Gretchen. You will enjoy this. And he has a workbook that goes along with this, a companion. So what you do is you buy the book itself from Half Price Books, or what's the other one? What's it called? I forgot the used bookstore. That's kind of all over the U.S. now. But this one, you want a clean copy so you can write in it. 'Cause that's the workbook. But yeah, it's a really good book. And if you just look his name up on YouTube, you can find videos about him and stuff like that. Ooh, Dan Rome has a book called A Crash Course in How to Lead, Sell, and Innovate Your Visual Mind by Dan Rome. That's a good book. You know what my doodles are? Band logos from the 80s. I can still do a mean
So,
Boston
Doc,
and sticks.
Here comes. Remember, where was I when I did that doodle? From that first
Oh.
creator camp.
Dude, that's Amesbury. That's the main street.
Yeah, that's the cemetery that you yelled at me when I
Yep.
was in the cemetery. And then there's from the lighting class.
Oh, look at you.
And then, of course, the evening with wine. But yeah, that's how I take notes.
It works. Hey, if it works for your brain, it works.
Yeah.
Oh, she said Eric said that's a good book because he had a class with that before. Dude, I am in. So, Lou, what's going to be your first video for today?
Oh, the first video is going to be explaining the challenge,
Okay.
right? What we're taking on. So, kind of recapping what you talked about, how I'm pushing myself to something bigger, harder, faster, stronger, all of those things, right? And then bringing up Doc's challenge because
Okay,
he
and-
also needs to get
and then-
uncomfortable.
Why you got to be like that? And so then these shorts.
It's an
that I'm-
unstuck yourself challenge.
No, for real. I'm in. These shorts that I'm shooting with not my phone. I'm
No,
gonna
not the studio.
I mean, not the studio. I can shoot them in the studio. I just can't use these.
Yeah.
Okay. But what if I need the overhead for the product shot?
Interesting. Interesting. What do we say?
Are we eliminating just the
think that-
Sony, or can I use that Sony?
I think the overhead is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The challenge is because I want it to feel like more natural,
Okay. I'm good with that.
right? So that's the point of this thing, right?
I can
But
do
if you need the overhead for the product, then yes.
I can do natural.
Yeah. So even like if you plug your phone into your computer to Ecamm, right? Just to be like a different viewpoint.
So you know what's funny is yesterday, I swear this is so funny. Now I'm angry. Yesterday, I started to shoot the video. Ow. Damn. Wow. That hurt. I started to shoot the video with this. And then I was like, well, then I was in a hurry because I was going to dinner. I was going to go meet my friend Blake, his wife and daughter, because we're planning our Japan trip. We're going to go watch my niece perform in Hiroshima. So we went to go dinner, and I was like, I want to have this already uploaded before we go to dinner, because Blake and I are Japanese whiskeys connoisseur, and there might have been a problem where there might have been some drinks, and then I would have came back and been like, dang, now I got to go write descriptions when I'm effed. So we didn't even drink, which is funny, but I thought just in case. So I had shot it in the like 4:30. And then I was like, if I do it on here, it's going to take me longer to move the video over to do the edit. If I do it in Ecamm, I can chop. And then I'm like, I'm not even going to over edit this. And what did I do? I went psycho. Thanks, Mary Lou. That's my favorite clip. That's my favorite clip. It's like, thanks, Mary Lou. Yo, he busted out some Van Damme. It's primal. Like, yo, it was funny. So anyway, I'm glad I didn't do it with this, but yeah. And yeah, I'm about that life. All right, let's do this. I am
Yeah.
about that life. Let's go.
Right, because that's a challenge, like, is for, like, when you're out on the road, right? Like, when you're away from the studio, what can you do? So, part of me is like, it can't be in the studio, but we did talk about doing product videos, so I get that. I get that.
Yeah, because in product videos, like this is strange. I don't know if I talked to you guys about this. I changed my overhead, and when you see it, you're gonna laugh. But I changed my overhead to a old Sony 4K camcorder. It's good. It's a good camcorder, but I switched to it because the quality is phenomenal. And I can use, I just moved it. I just had it on the table so I can get access. I can use this all the time. Right? And so because, here, I'll take a picture of it. Because it's a camcorder, the quality of these like overheads are like stupid. And it's like a mad old, oh, don't hit that. It's a mad old school, like almost 10-year-old Sony camcorder, but it is glorious. Glorious. Let's move this to the machine. Well, you know what? Sometimes Blip is faster to move a photo than the other thing. Did you switch on and off, Paul?
Nope.
Dude, it did that by itself?
Wasn't me.
That was weird. I was like, what happened to Paul Sr.? All right, look. This is my old school Sony 4K camcorder.
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't that monster, bro? It's like monster, but it was a prosumer grade. Wow, that thunk was mad old, slow. It's a prosumer grade overhead, right? So if I were to put this on here, right, and I put something that required a little bit of detail, like such, and then grab a wee light. Let me grab a wee light. Here's a wee light, like such. I could take the remote control-y and then hit it with one of these.
The drama.
Look at that detail, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, these little dot. I love using my iPhone or my Osmo or my Insta360s as an overhead, but if you want to get in and see detail, nothing can beat it. Now, this focus is way slower, but look at the level of detail I can get.
Yeah, it's real nice.
You know what I mean? And so I'm out here trying to show people like small traces or whatever. That clean. That upside down. But that's clean. So I'm trying to explain to Mary Lou when I was trying to teach her how USB cable works.
That's one of my favorite toys, this thing. I'm like, let me plug in the cable.
Dude, people don't know, man. The cable tester is
I
light.
love that thing. I have it. It sits right here on my desk all the time. It's like one of the few things within reaching distance.
Because to this day, I'll grab a cable just because I'm in a hurry. I plug something in and I'm like, this didn't work. Never mind. Just go get the 240 cable. And so now I leave a 240 cable basically tethered to the computer at all times so that I can plug something in randomly and know that it's going to work. Having those crappy cables is the bane of my existence, bro. So I don't know. I've been thinking a lot too about oh, yes, John, can you tell me this? Listen, family, you don't even know, bro. I can't stand it. I cannot freaking stand it. It's so irritating. Everything, just put a full-size HDMI on there because then the cable won't fall out. And even that one looks a little janky when it's in there. I can't, it hurts my face.
All right, I got to scoot. I got to
Yeah,
scoot.
I got to get ready for class too. So everybody got their marching orders. You know what it is. Ty's coming in. Gretchen's coming in. Marianne, she's going to come in from Australia, so she's going to be late and upside down, spinning the wrong direction. So it's going to be fun. Anybody, y'all can just sit back and watch, or you can grab a ticket. You can grab a ticket. Come on, ride this train. You ride it. Ooh, ooh. Paul, don't do that. You're going to break something. This is exciting. Thank you, Lou, for creating a ruckus, as you always do. Jerk. Jerk. I'm gonna go tune in to Tice's husband's live stream and see what he's playing.
I'm trying to get him to get on that.
Look, he just be walking back and forth. He just put the cut on and then leave, or is he setting up?
Yeah. And then he goes and mixes it and then leaves again. Yeah. I wish I'm too slow to turn off whatever so you guys can hear it, but he's back. He's been jamming. I've been trying not to be like,
Hey, that works. Anything if it gets the people going, that's what it is. All right, family. I'll see y'all in class. Come through. Kathy, come through so we can partner you up and then we can get started. We can get started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. My musical Tourette's is horrible, people. Never mind.
Ay.
Bye. Look, you going there for another mix.
Bye.
Mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, city of mine. How I love the city of